there's three specific phases in the follow-up. There's action, there's trust, and then there's conversion, okay? We want to reward people for taking action. We want to then build trust with them, and then we want to convert them when the time is right and sell to them, get them to become a customer. Now, action. We literally reward people for taking action, give them what they've signed up for, and ask them to take the next step. So if they're one of those webinar action points that maybe missed or registered or early exit or things like that, we ask them to take the next step. Yeah. Now, I want you to meet Alison Garrison. Alison had a problem. Her webinar was below average, but lucky she was super scared of failure. Okay, so she came to me to see if there's a plan we could put in place to follow up. Now, the solution, $13,991 in sales. All of those sales are just because we put the action-based follow-up in place. Just 4 emails worth $14,000. Now, there's 4 action points around an automated webinar. When someone registers, when someone misses, when someone early exits, and when someone stays until the end. Basically, we want them to register. We don't want them to miss, we want them to attend. And then we want them to stay until the end, and then we want them to book or buy. Book in this case, okay? So 4 action points, 4 emails worth $14,000. First one, we reward them for registering for the webinar. We set some expectations about what we're going to do next. See that crossover of action and trust straight away. And then we ask them to take some action. So we get some engagement from them straight away. That's the register. And then we go through the missed, okay? We remind them of the pain. We get them to register for the next session, another action-based email when someone misses. And then when someone comes along and they early exit, another email. We ask them for their opinion. Why did you leave early? Was it not for you? And then we get them to watch the next session. I know it says replay now on that button, but now we actually get them to watch the next session rather than a replay in automated webinars. And then if someone stays until the end but doesn't book, in this case, we ask them for their opinion again. We want to prompt some replies, and then we get them to book now. Now, these 4 emails, Alison personalized our templates, put them in place, and these 4 emails were worth $13,991 in sales. All 4 of them from the action-based follow-up. These are the only sales she made in the test period. Wouldn't have made any of them without just the action-based follow-up in place. This person came along to the webinar, watched till the end, didn't book, got an email 24 hours later, booked in for a session, became a customer. This one here, registered for the webinar, missed the webinar, got the 24 hours later, got the email, registered for the next session, stayed until the end, booked in for a session, became a customer. This one was annoying. Look at this one, so much follow-up needed. This one registered for the session, came along, left early, got the email about leaving early, got them to book in for the next session, stayed until the end, didn't book in for an appointment. 24 hours later, got the email to book in for an appointment, clicked on it, booked in for an appointment, became a customer. And this is another missed one. So all 4 of these sales wouldn't have happened if we hadn't have put the action-based follow-up in place. $13,991 in sales. 100% of these wouldn't have happened without the action-based follow-up. Alison is definitely on the path to double her sales by putting just the action-based follow-up in place. She did more than double her sales. She actually made some sales because there was some follow-up in there, which is definitely something we need to be mindful of in our ad campaigns.